Okay guys, hi, hello and welcome. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know, and that my 3 years of doing videos on YouTube, I've never done a declutter because I feel like everything has feelings. I know I'm that weirdo, but I don't like to part with things. Like everything has a meaning behind it, whatever. However, I have decided to compromise with you guys, and we're gonna do a foundation declutter. The first ever declutter on our channel is gonna be a foundation declutter. I used to do foundation reviews on our channel, so I have a bunch. And as you see, I did buy this little turntable, which I always keep linked down below for you guys. I just bought it off of Amazon. These are the most current foundations that I own, that I have, that I use, that are still good. And then I have a shelf over here where I'm growing my nail polish collection, and I gotta get rid of this stuff. So I've been hanging on to it for far too long. It's legitimately too old to put on my skin anymore, and I figured I could maybe give you guys my thoughts on some of the foundation when I used it on my oily skin literally over 3 years ago. Some of it I'm pretty sure is probably older than that. So that's the longest intro ever, but if you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. Thank you for sticking through that intro. My name's Rhonda, and over here we always embrace a hot mess because it's a judgment-free, drama-free, stress-free zone. I upload all the time over here, guys. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. It's gonna be embarrassing. I can feel it. Okay, let's do that. Okay, guys. So as you see, I've got these 3 shelves over here. The lighting is not the best, sorry about that, but yeah, I'm trying to just go ahead and make this like nail polish, but I've got all of this I need to go through. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about some of these foundations. Okay, starting with the top shelf. You know, this was actually really good. Okay, so starting with the top shelf, let's talk about the CoverGirl Outlast All Day Foundation. You guys, I really liked this foundation. It worked really well with my oily skin at the time. I haven't used it since. I have been a little on the curious side about it. But I haven't used it just because it's a little old. But I also did not shade match myself very well back then. Not that I really do now, but this was actually a good foundation. Let's talk about this foundation. Do I have a problem? Yes. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. I don't even know if they have this foundation anymore. This is actually, or was actually, a really good dupe for the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. And I actually had shade matched myself pretty well. This is 742. And the frustrating thing is, this is actually brand new, but it expired in 2019. So that's the frustration part of me when I think that I'm gonna use and use and use, and then I use something, and then I'm like, no, let's try something new. So I'm wasting this whole brand new bottle. That's so frustrating. Okay, so let's talk about the Maybelline. I actually think I liked this Fit Me foundation. This was for normal to oily, but like I said, my skin started to get more on the drier side when I started using like retinol and anti-aging products like lactic acid, glycolic acid, things like that. So I didn't want to accentuate too much, and I just felt like this started to accentuate some of my pores and my texture. But other than that, I mean, look, I made it down to the line. That's actually pretty good for me. Okay, let's talk about the LA Girl Pro Matte. I loved this foundation. However, I really struggled to find a shade that worked for me. But this is a really good full coverage foundation. And even though it says Pro Matte, I didn't feel like it was one of those mattes that like sucked the life out of my skin. It was really pretty on my skin, but again, I always struggled with the shades. And I feel like somebody's gonna ask me the shades that I got. I got medium beige, which I think did okay for me, but this one is natural, and this was far too light. And this might have been a little too yellow too. I don't know. I have a really weird undertone. This is by IT Cosmetics. I actually really like this one. This I've used a lot. Like you guys can see, I use this one a lot. Honestly, what happened was I got it when my skin was really oily. And even though it had a really pretty look to my skin, a really natural look, it was a little too moisturizing for my skin. So had it not expired, I'd probably love it now because I have more normal to combo dry skin. Okay, so this is by number 7. This is an Airbrush Away tinted skin perfecting. It's more of like a very, very thin type of foundation, like a satin finish, sheer coverage, so like BB cream. I want to say this one I got too dark, maybe. Yeah, I think this one ended up being too dark for me, and it was, at the time, I was really into heavy full coverage types of foundations, so that one kind of got to the back burner. Next, this was one that was actually sent to me from Octoly years ago, and again, your girl can't shade match to save her life. See how dark that is? It's super dark. I actually really like this one though. This is the Pure Bare It All. I got light tan, and I really like this. It was a 12-hour 4-in-1 skin perfecting foundation. It wore really nice on my skin back then, but like I said, I screwed up and got too dark of a shade, but I really liked the feel of it, the look on my skin, everything. Oh, this one is so crusty. This is by Milani. I don't even think this is the packaging that they have anymore. This is the Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation. I love this. This actually reminded me almost of like the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. It may have been a dupe for that, but I really liked this. The shade was pretty decent when I had my Sunless Tanner on, 07 Sand. Like I said, I don't even think this is the packaging that they have anymore, but it is a really, really good foundation. Okay, so let's talk about my MAC collection. As we see here, there are 3 different shades, and in the background, you may be able to see, no, maybe not, there are even more shades. This is proof that your girl can't shade match to save her life. But this is the Studio Fix Fluid Foundation. In my late 20s, in my early 30s, this was my go-to foundations. I don't know if they're that old, and that's embarrassing if they are, because I'm 42. Judgment-free zone. Anywho, we're gonna let them go. We're gonna let them go. But I really, really liked it, but as I matured, this definitely started to show my age and sink into my fine lines and all that. And so, okay, so again, some more MAC foundations. This is the Pro Longwear foundation, and I actually really liked this, and yeah, can't shade match to save my life, so I would actually mix these together. I don't ever think I've been that fair in my life, so I don't know what the heck's wrong with me, but anyways, I really liked this one. I felt like it was, from what I can remember, I feel like this was better for mature skin. The Pro Longwear, I could be wrong. I could just be whatever, but yeah. The Dermical or whatever foundation. Again, shade matching, your girl could not. I bought 3 of them. This was a Nikki Tutorials, made me buy it type of dealio. I don't even know. I don't even know. The coverage was insane. I got 210, 218, 223. Not one of them is a perfect match for me. It's a very, very full coverage type of foundation, guys. Yeah, it's not one of them matched me well. Okay, moving over to my Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I really loved this foundation when I had super oily skin. It held up beautiful. However, again, as I started to age, it started to sink into my fine lines. And as I started to use, like, up my skincare game, it really started to show, like, my dry skin and my texture and large pores and all of that. So she gotta go. So I think this was something that I either got as a Sephora add-on or an Ipsy. This is a Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. I actually liked this one, and I don't know why I stopped using it, but you guys can see I used like half of it, and it was actually a decent shade. Y335 worked out really nice for me. Did I tell you guys it's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD? I don't even know if that's still around. Okay, let's talk about the ColourPop foundations. You guys, again, I could not shade match to save my life, but I actually really like these foundations. You can see I used about half of them. This is the ColourPop No Filter foundation. And again, I think it comes down to one of the issues that I had was I bought new foundations to try out. So these got put back to the back of the pile, and I haven't used it in forever, but I loved medium 18F2, worked really well for me. Again, this one was way too light, so I would kind of mix, but I really liked this foundation. The last one I have over here is one that I really liked for a long time, and I actually feel like it was a good dupe for the MAC foundation. This is the L'Oreal True Match in True Beige N5. I feel like this was a pretty decent match for me, and if you want a good foundation, again, like I said, very similar to MAC's foundation, I would just pick this one up at Ulta. Okay, I've got a drawer full of stuff in here. Some of it is backup, some I know it's old. So this is like backup stuff that I know is still good. This is like my favorite foundation, guys. This is by YSL. This is the All Hours foundation. I highly recommend it. And I'll tell you guys, this is a full coverage flawless matte foundation, but even with my skin, you know, my anti-aging and all of that regimens that I use, this does not show any of my dry spots, dry patches, or anything like that. Maybe I'm just moisturizing well, but I don't know. It works really well. Okay, let's just dive in. This is actually still good. This is by Milani. This is something that I bought, I think, I don't know how long ago, but this is still good, so I'm not going to get rid of that one. This is by LA Girl. This is a Pro Coverage HD long wear illumination or whatever, illuminating foundation. I actually really like this. It was really nice. I will tell you guys, when I had really oily skin, I mixed it. I want to say I mixed it with the matte and it worked well, but when I wore it on my own, it broke up a lot. So it would probably look beautiful now. Oh goodness, let's talk about the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundations. I feel like this was everybody's holy grail for so long, and I won't lie, I like jumped on the bandwagon. I don't know, like, they're good, affordable, but for me, I would say if you're looking for a really good foundation, I would honestly go with e.l.f. than Wet n Wild, just because I really like the way e.l.f. wears on my skin, but that could be a personal preference. I am gonna let these go, I think. Yeah, I think they're pretty old, to be honest with you guys, and like I said, they're not one of my faves, so I will let this go. This is one, this is so freaking old. This is by Flower Beauty. This is when it first came out, and I think now I would absolutely love this foundation, but at the time when I bought it, it was really hydrating and it looked awful. I mean, awful on my skin, like so bad. This is by Number 7. I actually really liked this, but again, it was one of those things where the oilier, like my skin was stupid oily. So in the beginning, it was beautiful on my skin, but as the day wore, I definitely started to notice that it didn't wear too well with my oily skin, but like I said, really, really pretty on the skin in the beginning. I think now, normal combo skin, I would love this. Up, we have another Milani foundation. This is the Conceal and Perfect. This one I think was it too light? I don't know, but I really actually liked this one. Like, I was super into like that really matte full coverage type of foundation back in the day. So, and actually I feel like I'm starting to like that a lot again. More Wet n Wild, because again, I can't shade match, so I was buying a bunch of different ones, and this one was actually used, but I probably was mixing. I'm actually gonna keep this. This is the AOA Studio. It was like $1.55 or something. This wasn't a horrible foundation, and I like to do Hotmess looks every so often, so this isn't terribly old, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this one. Some more backup. Again, I love my Hollywood Flawless Filter by Charlotte Tilbury. And let's talk about these. I think these are actually new. Have I used these? Oh, I've used them. I actually really liked this. I am horrible. Let's see. This is by Makeup Revolution. Both of these are new, or both of these are used. Are they still bad? These might be okay. I'm gonna hold on to these because these are the Makeup Revolution foundation sticks. They're very similar to the Hourglass, and I actually liked the way these wore better. They blended out a little bit easier than the Hourglass, and they're more affordable, so I think those are still good, and I'm gonna keep them. This I actually really like. This was by Flower Beauty. I don't know if they still have this. This was like very, very full coverage BB cream, but again, it doesn't match my skin or anything like that, but this is a very full coverage BB cream, like one like no other. Like, I kid you not, like no other. It is super full coverage. Okay, so these, what is my problem? This one's literally almost gone. I think these are these all new? Yeah, these are brand new. I'm actually gonna just put these maybe in a giveaway or something, because these are fine. They still have a seal on them and all of that. This is almost gone. I actually really liked this foundation. I think it's in a new packaging, right? I think. This one has been open for a while. Yeah, this is like crusty. I'll donate those because I don't wear this anymore because I feel like it did start to look really drying on my skin, unfortunately. We have another Flower Beauty. I did pick up another BB cream. This is actually brand new. I'm gonna keep this because I actually did like it, and this is definitely more, I think, possibly my shade. Oh my gosh, like this is so old. I think I actually did a video on this, like I said, or maybe I didn't say. I used to try and do like Foundation Friday reviews and do like a wear test and stuff when I went to work, but you know, now I work from home, so I don't do foundation reviews anymore for mature skin. But this NYX, I don't recall liking this at all, and as we can tell, that's not my shade, so whatever. Oh, that definitely not my shade. Like, hi, golly geez, girl. Okay, this one is really old. This is a Raw Beauty. Christy made me buy it, purchase, and it was really pretty. I did enjoy it. I think that when I had oily skin, it broke up pretty easy, and I think that's why I bought these, maybe. I don't really know. Who knows? Okay, this is gonna show how long this stuff has sat in my desk. So many moons ago, I tried Unique products out. One thing I can say about this is it was comfortable on my skin. I liked the coverage of it. The shade range is Poo. And for what you pay for this foundation, I mean, you could easily find something at the drugstore, especially for what the shade range is. Like, what you pay for this, they should have a really amazing shade range, like, period. Yeah, more Unique, I don't know. I have no idea. Oh my Lord. Okay, this was a clearance product. This is probably growing something in it. Dream Matte Mousse. Why did I even smell it? It doesn't even smell bad. That's surprising. Yeah. We're gonna let her go. I think these were on sale one time. These are the NYX mixers. I have no clue. Like, I don't know. Let them go. This is actually a really good foundation by Essence. I really like this. However, obviously it's not my shade. The shade range that they had at the time that I bought this was not very good at all. Oh, my battery's about to die. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, I really like this. This was the Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Foundation. I'd pick this up clearance at like Kroger's or something. I really liked it, but this is pretty new, so I'm gonna keep that. Ooh, here's another LA Girl, and I did use this. This is pretty old. LA Girl Pro Matte HD Foundation. Like I said, really good, affordable. I would go with this. Actually, I would wear this one before I would wear this one. This is a Touch and Soul foundation. I think I actually did a video on this one. I don't remember how it went, but I know this is like a sample size and I've had it for a long time. Okay, so I actually really like this. I'm not gonna use this anymore, but this is back when they were clearancing it out. This is the Tarte Empowered Hybrid Gel. I actually did, when they came out and tried to say it was not repackaged, whatever, I put them side by side and they were pretty much repackaged, but these are old and I gotta let them go. This is an Essence, it's a Moonliner Cushion by, oh my gosh, it's so old. CLE? Yeah, I don't know. I think this was in an Amazon, or not an Amazon, what was this in? An Allure Beauty box, so like 2017, she old. This got thrown to the back because I was buying other things to play with, but this is the Mega Cushion Foundation by Wet n Wild. Now this one I would recommend to you guys. I really like this one. I like this a lot. It wore really well throughout the day when I worked in the corporate world, and I actually really would recommend this one, and it's definitely expired. Okay. Okay, so this is my little backup drawer, and these are gonna go into donations, and this we can keep for affordable makeup videos or something. Okay guys, so that is my foundation declutter, my first ever. So now I've got room on my shelves to put the rest of my nail polish that's been collecting dust over there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys are curious about these acrylic little hangers, I just got them off of Amazon. I think you can find them for like a 6-pack for 20 bucks, 24 bucks or something like that. So anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this first ever declutter video on our channel. If you did, help me out. Show the algorithm that you like to watch this content. Give me a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. I upload all the time over here. And if you would help me out, help me get to that 10K, swipey uppy, follow me over on Instagram. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Like I said, I upload all the time over here, pretty much 5 to 7 days or more a week. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye guys.